because if you lost the habit of setting off some time to draw, then this kind of forces you to just sit down and do your stuff. Hi there everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of It's Rain Let's Draw. Today we're gonna talk more about drawing than actually drawing. We're gonna talk about this fellow right here. Because we're going to talk about the technique called the Pomodoro technique, which, and I don't know why, it's a technique named after a tomato. If you guys, anyone out there know why it's called the Pomodoro technique, please let me know in the comments. This technique is basically to break your working load or your working program into chunks of 25 minutes. After these 25 minutes, you take a break, and then you can make another Pomodoro, and you can make up to 4 Pomodoros, which means 25 times 4 minutes. And after this, you will have to take a longer break of 30 minutes. So the idea is basically to work more intensely, more focused, and then have a break. So now I've been spending the last week where I've been trying to do this Pomodoro technique once every day. And I've summed up 4 tips or 4 things that I've learned from this technique for you guys. So here we go. Number 1, these 25 minutes actually lasted long. It seemed like a really long time since I was not checking Instagram or doing other kinds of displacement activities. I had 25 minutes and that was my window. I was actually really surprised by this psychological effect. My brain told me to draw for 25 minutes and that was my focus. Number 2, breaks meant better quality for my work. When doing the Pomodoro technique, you really have to do these 5 minutes breaks after 25 minutes. And this was a good thing for me because I'm really bad at getting absorbed in my work and I forget to take breaks. Sometimes this can be fine when you're doing more routine work, but most of the time breaks are good because they help you take a step back and reflect. They also make sure that you don't burn out in the process and that you actually get things accomplished that you've planned for. Number 3. You're getting work done on tough days. Sometimes you're busy with odd jobs, or it's been Monday and all the day has been filled with doing laundry, doing grocery shopping, and maybe your kid's been ill and you're dead tired. And this is where the Pomodoro technique is really helpful because you can just overcome these 25 minutes of drawing. Like, it's not so hard just to sit down and set your phone to 25 minutes and just focus on that period of time. The hardest part is actually just to sit down and then set the timer. The drawing part was not so difficult. Number 4, it improves your habits. Many actions over time becomes a habit. And the Pomodoro technique is brilliant here because if you lost the habit of setting off some time to draw, then this kind of forces you to just sit down and do your stuff. And using this Pomodoro technique, I've managed to sit down and draw more. It might be that some days I only managed to do 1 Pomodoro, but then I at least got some work done. And as the writer Murakami said, he used to sit down at his desk even if he didn't write. And this way he trained his discipline to sit down and work. Likewise, this Pomodoro technique really helps you to sit down, not think about how tough your day was or how tired you are, but just simply to sit down and draw or do your work for 25 minutes. And then after those 25 minutes, it all feels pretty easy and you might as well take 25 more. Just remember those well-deserved coffee breaks or stretches. So this was today's video on the tip of how you can use the Pomodoro technique to help you sit down and draw some more. And I think it worked for me. I'm not sure if I will let my whole practice revolve around this technique, but I will certainly use it, for instance, on those days where I'm just dead tired and really feel that it's been a tough day, and this will help me just to sit down for 25 minutes and get some drawing done. So let me know in the comments about how you found this technique helpful, and have fun drawing.